Hi, this is Miss Malini and I'm here again with one of my favorites, Dr. Rashmi Shetty. How are you doing today?
Hi, good, thank you.
Now, of course, everyone knows you're an aesthetic physician and a dermatologist. She's helped me a lot, by the way. And she's actually the silent reason behind some of the most beautiful faces in Bollywood. You're not going to tell us who are you. It's a trade secret. Okay, so we're basically going to be talking about all the rumors and myths about shaving because there's still so many people who are terrified of shaving. And
yeah.
I used to be one of those girls, but now I know better because we went together to the Gillette Venus R&D Center. You know, one of my favorite was when they showed us the evolution of the razor from the original. Yeah. And there were so many different versions, right?
I think the first one they said was just turned it into pink when they wanted to make a woman's razor.
Yeah. Typical man strategy. But then they had all these different evolutions and then they had curved it. And what they did, I thought was really interesting, is that they actually researched so many people and how they hold their razors.
There was this amazing shaving room where they had people come over from anybody, random from the city should come over and do their routine shaving every day. And there were cameras, of course, with the permission of the people. And there were people sitting behind and studying the whole process. And that's how they got to know how we move the razor, or how women like to hold it differently than men like to. Then accordingly they designed the handles, which was very interesting.
And next time you're shaving in the shower, notice how you hold the razor. Is it like 2 fingers or a whole claw grip? And they're actually given different names as well. One of the other things I really enjoyed was seeing all the different features, which I think people don't realize when actually you look at one of these razors. There's so many different things about it, right? The fact that this moves.
Yeah. See, what that actually does, and what's a technical benefit of that is that when that moves, you don't transfer all the pressure that you're exerting on the handle to the blade.
Right.
That's when, if you put an excessive pressure, is when you're chipping off more skin than you want to, which you don't want. So that's a brilliant innovation.
And I think one of the most important things that I learned from there is that they really try to understand the consumer. They're not just going with, you know, how people shave. They were really about what is her lifestyle and, you know, when does she shave, and is she in the shower shaving in a particular direction, and I think that's really interesting that they're not forcing you to shave in a particular way, because let's face it, you know, you're going to do it in your own way.
They're looking at the curves of the body, how you can change it. It's not just the way there's a spring there, but also the edges of the blade holders.
Yeah, that's true, that's right. Everything is round, it used to be square. So you guys had so many questions, so I thought it would be great if Dr. Rashmi, you can give us a few of the highlights of shaving.
The first thing that comes to my mind is that there's no chemical there, so it's safe on the skin and smooth on the skin. And you don't now have to wait for a particular day and the hair growth for you to wax that we always plan our wardrobe around. And it's hygienic. You know it's yours, so you can personally take care of your tool. It doesn't give you cuts and nicks like before. And there's moisturizing strips and additives with it, so it also hydrates your skin.
I guess one of my favorite things is that it's pain-free.
Oh, yes.
I'm one of those girls who just can't handle too much pain, so that's one of my reasons. Thank you so much, Dr. Rashmi, for coming once again.
Thank you so much.
Always a pleasure to have you here. Tag all your friends in the comments below, and in case you want to read the blog about our fantastic trip to the Gillette factory, you can, there's a click up here somewhere, so make sure you check that out. Hey, this is Miss Malini, and if you like this video, make sure you like,